We start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. If you refer to our analysis, we have been looking for buy since the price was within this move here. And in my last analysis, when the price was here, we mentioned if we get any correction of flag, we can look for trade. We get this flag, there was a short-term trade. Okay. Anyway, if anyone is still they keep the trade, at least move their. I mean, they should start to manage because one times you have the price drop and we get the reversal. Okay, in case this one turn to a deeper correction, at least they can protect this trade. Okay, no one say what's the next and how we can look for next trade. First of all, we move to daily chart. All right, based on daily chart, we mentioned we have been within this flat. That's why when the price was within this, we mentioned we expect this one to retest the top and break. Okay, can we expect this one turn to more complex? We can, but what we're expecting for any trade, I mean, we're looking for continuation. We want to see the breakout of this. That's why we have been looking for buy. And right now, we want to see, still we're looking for continuation. But the only thing is after we get this sharp move, based on lower time frame, we see the price start to correct. That's why we need to see how we can look for trade. In this case, we move to forward chart. And even based on forward chart, this is what we're looking for. All right, this is what when we see this one, the first things we do, whatever the trade we have to within this range, within this move, we have to start to manage. And if we put this top in relative to the previous, we want to see what we have. We see we have a divergence, and MACD doesn't show us a divergence. Two different results. Okay, now the question is whether we can look for continuation or this one can turn to a deeper correction similar to any of this. Mostly we're looking for continuation, but the only thing is how we can look for trade. And based on forward chart, what I can see right now, we don't have any trades at all, either for buy or sell. We have to wait and see, wait for the correction before we look for the next trade. And even if the price continue from here, without the correction we want, I mean, without the trade setup, we won't take the trade. And if I move to 1 hour chart, all right, as I mentioned, first of all, whatever the trade we get within this move, we start to manage. And if we put this one in relative to the previous, we see the divergence. Okay, if we want to look for buy, the best things is wait for the one more drop. At least we get the flat 3 waves. Then from there, any reversal, we take the trade. This is what we can see. And if there is a continuation, let the price continue. Next flag or correction, we take the trade. Because right now, we don't have any trade set up. The only thing is we want to see how we get this I mean how we can expect the correction to form before we look for the trade. All right, again, we don't have any trade set up, we cannot buy. Even there is a continuation, we won't buy. Even the price drop, we cannot sell. The best things is we can expect to get a flat for continuation. If we get one more drop, any reversal, we take the trade. And if the price continue from here, next flag or correction with a sharp move, not the corrective move, we will take the trade. Okay, this is what we can expect. And even if anyone wants to look for sell in case this one turn to a deeper correction, they need to see the continuation with the flag. All right, this is how we can look for it, because as I mentioned, we don't have the trade set up. Okay, and what I can expect if I want to, for me, if I want to look for trade, I prefer this one turn to a deeper correction or more complex before we get the trade. All right. Anyway, the only way I can look for this, I put this one as the first wave. We will look for the correction, at least flat 3 waves before we get the trade. Then, if I get any down move with a sharp move flat, I will look for short-term sell, similar to what I get here. Then I wait, and as long as the price haven't retested this low, we consider as a running flat. Any reversal, we take the trade. If there is a continuation with the retest of this low, we will look for the expanding flat, which with the trading based on the expanding flat, the question is how deep this one can be. Okay, this is how we can look at the chart. But as I say, we don't have the trade setup. We wait and see what's the next. Then if we get any trade setup, I will give an update. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.